Welcome back to the channel, people. Today we have our first BDSP battle. Opponent's team is looking crazy. Azumarill, Dragonite, Fraligator, Gengar, Honko. Oh my gosh, this thing is just looking real hard to beat. As for me, I'm rocking a fairly balanced team. Let me check my Paragon just to make sure, yeah, Speed Nature. My team now, I'm rocking a Specs Paragon. Nice little Tower Terra set that I have. You know, Scarf Typhlosion. Everybody knows what that does. Actually running a bulky Scizor, because for me, bulky Scizor seems to just fit the build perfectly. And a slightly defensive Gyarados with Muxie. So let me just see what I'm gonna send out here first, and let's get straight into this one. Right off the bat, my opponent goes Gengar, probably a very good lead, and I go into my Porygon, so definitely not a good matchup for me. So I'm gonna definitely get this thing out of here. It most likely kinda O-course, but then again, if it's Specs, we won't want to take the chance. So let's just get out of here, bring in Scizor, and see what's up with this. So in comes our Scizor. Opponent goes for the Sludge Bomb. We're immune, so good call on our part. Let's go straight for the U-turn just to get back out of here. And my opponent reveals that he's not Choice and he has Destiny Ball. So that's a good read for us. We didn't try to kill it. I doubt we could with a Bullet Punch, but he's probably thinking maybe I'm Choice Banded Scizor or Setup Scizor, so that's probably a best play on his part as well. This is a max, well, not max special defense, but I think this Uxie has enough that we can get in here and get up our rocks. So that's the plan right now. Let's bring in Uxie, our little Pixie, and get some rocks up on this field. So I have the Future Sight, Psychic, U-turn, and Stealth Rocks. Future Sight sometimes comes in handy to get some damage later on. My opponent goes to the Shadow Ball. We'll see how much damage this does. Does a clean 40-45%. So that definitely shows us there's no life orb recoil too, so definitely know maybe this is, it's not even Black Sludge. I don't know what this man could be rocking here, but could be Expert Belt. Well, if it's Expert Belt, I think it would have done more damage. So yeah, let's just go see what's up here. We can switch, or we can just do some damage to it and sack this thing and bring in something fresh. So let's just go for the Psychic and go for the Destiny Bomb. Let's see how much damage this thing does. There's no special attack investment on this here, and that's what, phew, maybe a 60-65% probably, as we eat some leftovers. It's definitely low, so we could U-turn and get out of here. Probably U-turn should definitely not kill it. That might be our best choice. And he goes for the Shadow Ball again. We all know this won't kill. Crit! That'll be a crit. No crit? Ooh. And he gets the special defense drop. And we managed to U-turn out of here without killing him. So what should we bring in here? Let's bring... better to bring in Scizor and just get rid of it with a Bullet Punch. And then work from there. So in comes our Scizor. Our opponent's Gengar is just holding on with a smidgen of life. And we're gonna just run this Bullet Punch to the face, and my opponent makes a play here, he withdraws, and in comes Fraligator. So, that's definitely a good call on his part. Resist. And this thing, we've had like what, 3 battles while recording. I've got 2 other battles recorded, and this thing was crazy to deal with. So definitely it takes nothing from the Bullet Punch. I know that thing probably has Ice Punch for the coverage, and it's going to be a menace to deal with, because from the time this thing gets up with Dragon Dance with Life Orb, Sheer Force, this thing is a menace. So I'm gonna just go for the U-turn and see how much chip damage we can get off on this thing. That brings him down to probably a 40% life. And in will come Wraith. We'll bring in Wraith. He should not be able to OHKO us with any move without he rocks any super effective moves to catch us. So we will bring this thing in and just try and kill it with an Earthquake. That's our best bet here. If he lives, we're in trouble. Well, not really. If he lives, we could probably kill him with a Bullet Punch. But let's see how much damage this does. Goes to the punch. Does a good 55, maybe 60. And we retaliate and finally get this thing out. Oh, that was a crit. I don't know if that crit mattered, but probably it did. But that's the game, man. So yeah, we take an early lead. Well, not so early, but we take the lead 6-5, and in comes his Dragonite. I don't want to take the chance of this thing setting up on me either, so I'm just gonna go for the crunch as he goes for his extreme speed. And we live with one, just one. I think it held on with the in-game mechanics. That's what happened there just now. It loved me so much it had to live. So here my opponent takes us out with a second extreme speed and evens back out the score. So we're back even again, 5-5. But we do have priority. So you don't know, Scizor is coming right back in. And Scizor will dispatch this thing once he doesn't switch with a Bullet Punch. So let's get it. Bullet Punch to the face, and that's that. Dragonite is down, and we take back the lead again. So down goes the Dragonite, and in comes Funko. So I don't know if this thing gets Brave Bird or what its strongest flying move is. I haven't seen this thing in so long. So I'ma just sack Uxie here, and then let's see what happens. So, in comes Uxie, and my opponent now reveals Sucker Punch. So Uxie gets to live one turn just to eat some leftovers, because we all know this is gonna do. Thank you for your assistance. Goodbye, Uxie. You did as well. So down goes the Uxie. My opponent evens back out the score at 4-4. And he gets an attack boost from Moxie. Oh, this thing is going to be very hard to deal with. Now I feel like, what can I do here? It's either Porygon comes in, but a Sucker Punch will kill us. Typhlosion might have the same fate. Torterra definitely would die to any flying move at +1, especially if he has Brave Bird. God, he probably even a drill peck. So best bet here is Scizor. We should have probably stayed in and just U-turned the first time. But let's see how much damage. Ooh, jeez, this thing hits like a truck. So that's a good 75% damage off of a Sucker Punch, and it's not looking too good. So I'm gonna just go for the roost as my opponent goes to Sucker Punch again. Later on he revealed that he hasn't seen much bulky Scizor set, so he's probably thinking, yeah, that was fully offensive Scizor. And then I revealed the roost. So I'm gonna just go and try and kill it. Well, it almost kills me and takes itself out with the Life Orb Recall. And now I can breathe a sigh of relief, because that was another major threat on this guy's team. So Scizor just eats a bit of his leftovers, and in comes his Espeon. I doubt, well, Espeon doesn't get good coverage moves. Probably one thing he might have to hit me is Shadow Ball. So I'ma just, let's see. we have a couple guys in the back. We can just go for the bullet punch, get some damage on this thing, and in case he tries to kill us, and my opponent actually goes for the reflect. So that means this is probably more of a supportive Espeon, so it may not have the strength to kill us because we are very specially defensive. So we'll just go and take the Psychic to the face and live it, and just roost up, get back some HP, and then get out of here and bring in our Specs, Porygon, and clean up from there. So if he stays in, he's gonna get hit hard, but let's see what he decides to do. So we're gonna go U-turn and get our Porygon in here, and Porygon should be able to finish up the rest of the battle. So my opponent withdraws, and in comes his Azumarill. This thing also was another menace. Belly Drum Azumarill. Oh my gosh. It's like everything that this guy brings out has the ability to set up and just finish the rest of the battle. So we get out of here with a U-turn, and we bring in, no, Tatar looks good, but it's time for Porygon to shine. So in comes up boy, ready to clean up aisle 6, and we go straight for the Tri-Attack, Tri-Specs adaptability. This thing has no choice but to die. So down goes the Azumarill, in comes his Espeon. We'll probably take a hit here, but as we know, this is not an offensive Espeon, so this thing will not be able to kill us with one hit. And the last thing he has after that, I think, is Gengar, and that should just come in and die to rocks. And so there goes the Psychic, does a clean 70% damage, and we retaliate and take this thing out with the Tri-Attack. And that's basically game right there. I must say, a good game to my opponent. I definitely would battle this man again. We've actually had some good battles. And don't forget, like, subscribe, leave a comment, and check back here for some more great battles with sometimes very unsuspectingly good teams.